All right, it's live
Yeah,
time.
we are live. Yeah, so welcome one and all to episode 13 of our Candlekeep Mysteries campaign. Yeah, we'll just pretty much hop right into things. So last time, yeah, you guys came across the city of Vermalen. Yeah, you explored it, primarily the mansion of the mayor that occupied the mansion there and kind of ran this small-ish mining village town place, yeah? You came across some creatures after a bit of rummaging and you had a bit of an altercation. Boros' character, Rolo, went a little mad, yeah? Or well, maybe he was being toyed with, we're not entirely sure, but yeah, there was some hostilities, I suppose, some mistrust going on. But yeah, you eventually beat the creatures, and after looking into a few books and musing upon things, you came to realize that these creatures you were battling were Meanlocks, and they were from the Feywild. And it's not good that they have kidnapped Chadwick, as they are known to transform those they capture into their own, into creatures that are like themselves. And yes, they did come to be through the fear kind of generated when the local mine collapsed. Yes, so that's where we were, and you guys. There were still a few areas that hadn't been looked around in this village. I think there were two, but you thought it would be best to just speed your way towards the mine and find Chadwick and look into the other places later. Yeah, I think that's more or less it. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You know that they are transformed from people. As one of the Meanlocks you fought had the ring with the seal that the mayor was wearing in her painting. So yeah, you guys have gone straight to the mine, right?
Yep.
All right, excellent. So let's get into that. Okay, so you kind of follow up a path along the mountainside to the northeast of the village, and you come across this large gaping hole in the mountainside, which is marking the entrance to the platinum mine. Several carts kind of sit outside the cavern. One of them is filled with rock and dirt pulled from the mine. Others piled with large beams of wood, perhaps they were planning to use them for repairs or to build new supports after the mine originally collapsed. You kind of look into this entrance and it looks incredibly dark in there. Even if you have dark sight, it's probably going to be extremely difficult to see in there without a light source. So yeah, do you guys press on in?
Yeah.
Alright, let's
Do
head on
we
over to the map then.
do we light torches to light our way?
Yeah, that's up to you.
Got enough for the whole team.
This time might be beneficial because aren't they're sensitive to light, right? Is that what we learned about them?
Yeah, that might be true.
Yeah, I think we put that up in the notes.
Yeah. They do not seem to like light, but light would give you away. So yeah, it's up to you how you'd want to play this. So let's plop you down in here.
No time for stealth. We have a sage to prevent from becoming a cockroach.
Sage is a sage now.
I mean, like the herb, the way he really. That's how he talks about Brad.
It's a big green all the time.
Okay, let me just adjust some
Where else are we
windows
supposed to
levels.
get our book shake cookies from?
True.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Alright, yeah. So, yeah, you guys head on into the main tunnel. The mine is dark and damp. and you hear the sound of dripping water echoing from deep within. The light from outside very quickly fades, faster than it should do as you move deeper until you are wrapped in oppressive gloom and shadow. Do you light torches and press on, or do you just kind of do your best?
Can I get that light spell again? It was quite helpful before.
How dark is it?
It's pitch black. There's no source of light inside this cave.
Okay. I will use, I think it's Eyes of the Grave.
Ooh,
Something like that. Eyes of Night. Eyes of Night.
what's that do?
It gives everybody dark vision out to 300 feet.
Okay. So, yeah, it will still be a little hard to see though, since there's no natural light in there, so it would be kind of grayscale, kind of, and it would still cut off, I believe. But yeah, it will help somewhat. So,
I mean, it's 300 feet of dark vision.
yeah.
It's like the strongest dark vision in the game.
Okay. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, okay, so that's going to give you some sight. Yes, let's kind of adjust this a bit. Lighting, extend that out. So you're just gonna go with that and no lit torches?
Yeah, I think for now we'll save the torches.
Okay. So yeah, the dark sight does help, and you kind of gaze into the darkness, and you kind of see that grey scale that, and some parts are becoming clearer for you. But yeah, you kind of press on in there. And as you guys kind of press on in, you kind of like jump at the slightest sounds and movement. You swear you hear whispers, and you swear you see the rocks move around you, and yeah, you have an incredible sense of unease as you kind of press on into here. So can everyone make a wisdom saving throw, please? Okay, let's see. So we got a 7, a 7, an 8, and an 18. Alright. So, yeah, everyone except Salam. It's kind of quite fitting. So, Salam, perhaps you've been assaulted by these kind of whisperings and taunts from Feywild creatures before, so you're perhaps a bit more resilient to them. However, you kind of look around and see your 3 comrades start to kind of twitch and grow nervous looking, and they seem incredibly jumpy and distracted. And yeah, so basically these whispers, these small movements out of the corner of your eyes, they kind of put you off. And those of you who failed, so everyone ex Salam, now have disadvantage on intelligence and wisdom checks, as you're kind of distracted by the shifting ground, the slight whispers, that kind of thing.
Skill checks or saving throws?
I'll double check. Disadvantage on intelligence and wisdom checks only,
Okay.
not saving throws. Okay, so yeah, make sure you remember that. Yeah, well, that's good to hear. Looking forward to the stream. Cheers, bits. Okay, so yeah, you guys find yourself in here. The darkness pressing upon you, the whispers echoing around in your mind, taunting you madly, and you press on into the caves.
Hate this. Never liked cave work. Not
Yes.
only are you in their territory, there's enough pitfalls jagged rocks to end someone's career ignobly.
Yeah, this one maybe more so as yeah, you've never been in a place that's so quiet yet so loud. Because outside the general cave atmosphere is silent, but inside your head there's just an onslaught of whispers and taunts.
Guys, I still think there's a perfectly solid option in just getting a replacement, you know?
Well, now we've come this far. We might as well finish it.
We still have to clear this mine for the keeper.
Come on now, Rolo. You aren't the type to do things half-assed now, are you?
Well, the voices in my head are telling me otherwise. Telling me I'm a real failure and whatnot. And I'm starting to agree with them.
You know not to listen to them.
Yeah, these voices in your head are incredibly personal.
It looks like we gotta split up on the road, gentlemen.
Yeah, so far it's
geez,
very
Kane's
much
taking the lead.
a mining area. You can see there's the tracks for the mine carts on the floor.
Can we see out farther than this? Because this only seems like maybe like 30 feet of vision.
Okay, I'll give you a little bit. Let's. There we go. There we go. So yeah, the magical sight is helping you, but there's still like an eerie, oppressive darkness that is kind of fighting against your magical sight. But this is definitely much better. So,
like, I'll accept your ruling, whatever it is, but like it specifically says on my Eyes of Night feature that you can see through the deepest gloom.
Oh really?
Like, yeah, like
okay.
it's like a class feature of the Twilight Cleric, like being able to see in complete darkness and stuff like that. So
okay.
if you rule it as this still being like a overly oppressive darkness or whatever, that's totally fine.
For this one place, it will be, yes. But yeah, in most other instances, then yeah, but there's something off about here for sure.
Okay.
So it's like a magical darkness.
Yeah, but this is helping you. You are seeing much better than you would have, even with torches. So you should still see something coming. Within reason, yeah. You still got a good, like, 50 feet of vision. So yeah, you kind of come here and then the path splits into two directions.
Is there any sound coming from either way?
Roll a perception for me and we'll see.
Alright, and perception, that is, let's see.
And since it's for sounds,
disadvantage.
Yeah, oh right, yeah, perception, yeah. Ooh. Okay, so that's a 12. So you can't pick up anything other than the drips of moisture kind of trickling down the stalactites and then hitting the floor. Yeah. You can't pick up on anything else, perhaps other than the drips and the whispers of voices in your head calling you out for all those things, all those cringy moments.
Oh no, there's too many. I just give up and drop dead.
So, gentlemen, should we go up or should we go down?
Whichever way looks safer. Maybe back the way we came?
There's always that option.
My vote is up. I'm thinking
So-
that
Did the mean lot creatures have a scent to them, like a smell to them?
Ooh,
Did they smell like pickles?
I don't know about pickles, but they'll probably smell pretty rotten.
Okay, can I smell that, you know,
Mhm.
stench of them coming from either direction, or does either direction smell different than the other one?
Okay. Yeah. Roll a perception for that, and we'll see what you can smell. Okay. Ooh, wow, that's a massive up. So you kind of sniff like up the path going forwards, and then the path going backwards. I mean downwards. Yes. So yeah. As you sniff the path going downwards, it smells maybe not fresh, as if there's maybe not a lot of kind of space going down that way. The one upwards seems to smell as if it might open up to more places, and maybe you do smell that slight kind of hint of kind of just rot that was kind of hanging around these horrific creatures. And then there's a smell of something else down below. Could you roll a nature check for the one down below?
Sure, I'm great at those. Oh, that's not
All right,
bad.
yeah. So you kind of give an extra whiff of the path downwards, and you smell a strong scent of bat dung.
This
Use
one
for-
smells many bats to the south, and it doesn't seem to. That tunnel doesn't seem to go as far as the one to the north here. And on the one to the north, this one is smelling the sense of decay and, you know, kind of the sense of the mean-lot creatures that we have been
Incredibly faint.
fighting against. It's incredibly faint, so I'm guessing it is a ways off still, but it seems like the north corridor extends much further than the one to the south, for what it's worth.
I had a good feeling about North.
I think we should go then.
Let's say we come upon Chudwick, and you know, he's turning or turned. Who gets to do the honors?
Yikes, Rolo. Let's think about that when we get there.
It's always nice to be prepared.
It's probably not as much preparation as you're giving it credit for.
I have been thinking about it for a while. Yes,
Okay, then I guess you have volunteered yourself.
for the keeper.
Yeah, sure. For him.
So I have another question about my vision. So I get that this is overly oppressive darkness, but I should be able to see 300 feet, and it seems like I can only see about 30, which is like 10% of normal.
You can see about 50 feet, I believe. Yeah.
Okay. But I can't see any farther than 50 feet.
No.
Alright.
just in this place. You know, trying to maintain a little bit of like atmosphere about this place.
Yeah, I get it. It's just slightly frustrating.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Why I chose this class.
Yeah.
Well, let's not let Kane get too far ahead. His adventuring instincts seem to be sharper than ever. To the point he will probably end up falling into a hole.
That would be unfortunate.
That'd be unfortunate.
Yeah, so you reach this area here now, and the path splits off again.
I see a curve here that leads backwards and a fork ahead.
You smell any more shit, Salam?
Try to sniff at these passages.
Yeah, the smell of rat dung is definitely leaving now, but yeah. you'd maybe need to make another roll to kind of differentiate between these two places. Okay, so it is getting stronger, but you can't quite tell which way is the strongest.
Oh, well, when we're lost, one way is as good in another, right? Now we can
I
check
think
out.
I have a good feeling about heading straight and not doubling back, even if it's on a different path. Does anyone else have any strong feelings?
No, I'm okay either way.
Fair.
Let's do it.
Right. That does leave the next question of immediately, well, another fork.
Alright,
Not
so
so much.
yeah, you kind of come
Right.
across the fork here now, yeah. Kind of looking up
Hold
to the left, you see mounds of broken rock which appear to be blocking the tunnel piled from the ceiling to the floor. Other parts of the cave were passable after the collapse perhaps, but this seems to have quite a substantial amount of earth and rubble in the way. And then there's the path going down, and you can kind of look down there and have a little perception roll.
Can you see over the rubble at all, or is it
Um,
blocking the entirety
You can
of
at first, yes, but then eventually it's piles pretty much high up to the ceiling.
That certainly solves
yeah.
one problem for us.
Yeah, it appears to be blocked.
And how high are the ceilings in here?
Ooh, good question. Let's see.
Oh, Azza, when that creature took you, it went through the shadows, correct?
Yes, I think I failed to express what that sensation was like. It was distressing. It took me into the darkness, and then I was the darkness, and then I was outside. Still dark, but not in such oppressive darkness.
It might actually be best if we do light some torches, eliminate some of the shadows that they could have come from.
So looking around, it probably looks to be somewhere around maybe 30 feet high to the ceiling.
Oh, okay. Fuck it. I'm climbing up on the up to the ceiling, and I'm gonna continue that way.
You're gonna spider climb on the ceiling.
Spider
Not-
cat.
Not
Spider
on the ceiling, like upside
Spider
down,
cat.
but like at the 30-foot level on the wall.
So you're gonna
I don't have like spider climb abilities.
Yeah.
I don't think like a climbing speed doesn't let you just climb on a wall upside down. That would be fucking crazy. But like just like 30 feet up, like along the edge of the ceiling, just so like I kind of have a better vantage point. I'm not going to be surprised by something on the ground or anything like that.
Is this just in general from now on?
Until I say otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, you're kind of doing that. Yeah, so I just have an upwards arrow for you there.
Empowered.
Empowered by height. So yeah, can you guys do a perception if you kind of head down away from the caved-in rock area?
Yeah, working on it. Perception. Yeah.
Okay, so pretty much everyone notices, except Azza. Maybe he's too focused on trying to glimpse the slightest of movements. Salam, it's painfully obvious to you since you're kind of like hands-on with the cave walls as you're climbing. So yeah, you kind of look here. So the opening of this cave tunnel is nearly circular, and you find with your perception that there is a pretty thick black moss that is covering the walls, the floor, and the ceiling of this tunnel as far as you can see, like all over. Yeah, and where the tunnel branches off, you can see more of this black moss. And it seems to have just suddenly started appearing.
Where exactly does it start?
Pretty much like where you are, so like at this point where you go into this new tunnel. Yeah.
So like I'm climbing on black moss right now.
Yeah. And with those perceptions, like you notice, well, the high perceptions, you notice that when you kind of cross this point here, the cave looks a lot more circular as well.
Okay. Well, if I would have noticed the moss, I wouldn't have climbed onto the wall, first of all.
Okay. That's fair. Well, you can like start climbing, notice it, and then if you want, you can just stop that and kind of go onto the. But it's all over the wall, the ceiling, the floor.
You got the 21 for a reason.
How thick is it?
It's pretty thick. Like if you kind of hop down, you feel that it's thick enough to muffle the sounds of your footsteps. So as you kind of like walk around, it kind of reduces the echo of your footsteps like you were hearing before as you were going down the cave with no moss, but as soon as you kind of step onto this moss, it's like stepping onto a thick carpet.
If I take a couple steps on the moss and then look behind me, does it leave like majorly indented footprints that would be easily identifiable?
Not massively obvious, but if someone was looking, they could probably find something. Depending on like, it would be easier if it's someone in heavier armor, of course, and if someone's like very light-footed, then it will be harder. But if they were looking, it probably would make you relatively trackable.
Okay. I'm gonna look for like footprints in the moss then to see if anything has been down this way.
Okay. Yeah. You can do survival check for that to look around.
Does this tunnel look artificially round to anyone else?
Like, does it seem like man-made round, like unnaturally round?
You could do an Arcana or Nature check for that. So with that survival check, you can see a large number of insectoid footprints going in and out. Some of them look fresher, some of them look like they might have been much older. So yeah, there's like a number of tracks going in and out.
Does it look like what the mean lock kind of claws and foots looked like?
Yeah, but also like sometimes they just suddenly stop, or maybe they suddenly appear as well. Like there would be a track of footprints and then it would just stop. And you know that they can like hop between shadows, so this makes sense. So yeah, you can do an Arcana or Nature check to kind of look at the tunnel. Yeah. Kind of look into that. If you're asking.
Can any of us do it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Kane, you're not sure. It just looks like a really mossy cave.
I guess I'm just wondering what Arcana or Nature has to do with the cave being man-made or not. Like, I was kind of thinking that would be more like a...
It's to do with how...
like a survival or a perception roll.
Yeah, this is like specific to this kind of formation of this cave.
Okay.
So yeah, you kind of remember how the Meanlocks came into existence as well. That they were kind of like summoned here somehow through fear and it being close to a crossing over to the Feywild. So yeah, you could do Arcana or you could do Nature check for the walls of this tunnel.
Because I mean, this was a cave like built by
Yeah,
humans,
yeah.
right?
Where you were before, it was a cave, but
It's
at
like
this
a
point,
mine.
it's become like suddenly very circular and just covered all over in this thick moss.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not too sure with all this moss just covering the cave walls. You can't really see the stone behind it, unless you were to perhaps maybe scrape the moss away.
And the moss isn't like sticking to our feet or anything, right?
Not really, no. There might be some bits that kind of get dragged up, but it's not sticking in any alarming way.
And the moss isn't like bioluminescent at all.
It's
or giving
just
off any-
black moss.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not glowing in any way.
All right, let's continue and breathe in this
If-
asbestos.
If I reach my hand out towards the moss, does it seem to like shift at all to where it's like reaching for me? Do you get what I'm asking? Like, is it like, does it kind of sense our presence as being there? Does it seem like it's maybe like kind of alive or has some sort of sense of, you know, things being there?
Not this. Not here. No, it doesn't seem to.
Okay.
It's just thick moss.
Okay.
But if you want to, you could like actively keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always actively keeping an eye out for everything, so.
Keep your wits about you. This moss is muffling sound.
It is.
They could move more mutely.
How flammable do you think this stuff is, guys?
No, how moist is it?
It seems quite damp.
Right, we've got a four-way, and it looks like another four-way, and then another four-way ahead of us. Isn't that helpful?
In anything we learned about the mean locks, was there any information on them being able to become invisible, or was it just like transporting between like shadows and
Yeah,
places
you
of
can't
appearance,
remember
stuff like
reading
that?
anything about them being able to go invisible.
Okay.
So yeah, now you're kind of here, and there's a great number of tunnels here. More than seems natural.
They might be connected, of course. I think I see this one. Seems to have a bend. So maybe it connects to this one. Still,
Can't see anything like that down there from where we're at, anyways.
we should be cautious.
Now, this is quite problematic because there are many paths that we could choose from.
How far can we go heading straight?
It breaks off into another bend.
What's the command on Foundry to measure distance, like on roll 20?
So in
There's a ruler.
yeah, there's a ruler. So in top left on the
Man,
the silhouette of the person, there's like a ruler.
I didn't even realize Roll20 had a command for that.
Yeah, you literally just push Q and it tells you the distance.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a shortcut for that.
Okay.
I mean, this path branching out to the northeast looks to be the biggest one. And if we continue straight, it kind of looks like it bottlenecks a bit.
And that smell Salam was talking about earlier, it's not getting stronger as we proceed.
It is
down
getting
this direction.
stronger, but now it seems to be everywhere.
Is
kind
it
of
stronger coming from a certain direction?
it's stronger coming from the moss. So the moss seems to be like steeped in this like stench.
The smell of the mean locks, or just a stench?
The stench you kind of associate with the mean locks.
That's interesting.
They probably live in this moss.
Yeah, probably where they crossed over initially and just made it their home.
Mm.
Are you implying that this might be extraplanar moss?
Oh, that could be.
I can't say I've ever seen it. Salam, you're the grass man, yeah?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm going to scrape off some moss and take out a vial and put it in the vial for future study.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of scrape it off and pocket some of that in a vial there, and where you scraped the moss away, you can see the stone behind it, and it is like incredibly smooth. There's no like scratches or markings or imperfections that would have come from a manual tool. Yeah, it's like perfectly smooth.
Could I do a like a herbalist kit proficiency to see if I could determine any like
you could do like something like that, like nature check with advantage, that kind of thing.
I was hoping for like my herbalism kit.
Like what's your herbalism do?
Well, it's just like I'm proficient with the herbalism kit.
So it gives you like a plus your proficiency, is that like +2 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then with the herbalism kit, you can use wisdom as the stat for it. So I basically
okay. Yeah, I've never really used herbalism, so
instead of like a -1 for nature. So.
Okay, that works. So yeah, since you know about herbs, yeah, you can probably wangle that.
Okay.
Every little bit counts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every inch matters.
Don't roll a 1.
I just have to roll. There's no like button for it to roll on.
Yeah, just roll a d20 and add whatever it is you need
that's
to.
what I'm gonna do.
Okay,
Right,
that's a
we're
3.
doing this old school.
And only a 10.
So 13. This is definitely not any moss you've seen in this world.
Okay.
Yeah.
How out of the ordinary would it have been if an entire section of cave came over from the Feywild?
From what I've read, that's not too unheard of deeper down in the Underdark, with some places kind of overlapping with the Shadowfell.
The Moon Dryads told this one that sometimes entire cities could shift between the Feywild and the Prime Material Plane. So I think it would be easily at least possible that a cave could, if they could do it with an entire city.
Well, I think we best be on guard then, because if we're running to an entire city of these pre-standing up roaches, then we might have a fight ahead of us.
Well said. Let's take some steps forward.
Okay, yeah.
How does the passage look at that little crevice?
Well, it gets pretty narrow, but gets bigger. So as in Salam, you guys might have to come in sideways because of your armor.
Yeah, it's getting pretty
Fair
narrow.
enough.
Yeah, because of your armor.
This passage most definitely connects to this passage, but then continues on.
So we're just bypassing all of these offshoots and just kind of going straight.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to pick one over the other, as far as we can tell.
Yeah, the way Kane sees it is, if we're going for Chadwick, all these other things are probably going to lead into the same path.
I mean, you could, where you are here-ish, or like, you could do a perception roll. You know, might I'll throw you a bone maybe. I don't know if that bone's gonna be good, but it'll be something.
I do like bones.
Okay, 8. Got a 10. Yeah, no dice with an 8 or a 10. What else have we got? 13.
No, it's a disadvantage.
17. Okay.
17 with disadvantage. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
13.
So yeah, 17. You can notice that off in kind of this direction here. Yeah, so off to the left on the screen, the moss seems to be getting thicker, but you can't really posit as to why.
It's more to go off of than anything else we had.
Agreed.
Let's follow that thick moss.
Again, watch your footing. There probably won't be moss where there's a giant hole in the cavern, but why take the risk?
I can't believe I'm gonna need new boots after this.
It's
I
not,
really
Yeah,
it's not nasty.
I really wish that for some skills they gave the option for different attributes to be applied to it. Because, like, I could see nature being like intelligence or wisdom. The same with like religion. Like, religion is intelligence, but it could also be wisdom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
So, like, it doesn't really make sense to me. Basically, no cleric in the game ever takes the religion proficiency because it's intelligence. Like, it just kind of seems stupid to me. Like, I would love to be able to take the nature proficiency because it would totally fit with my character, but it just doesn't make sense because int is my dump stat, so I'd just be shooting myself in the foot.
Well, in this case, yeah, we worked something out.
Kane's gonna cast Mage Hand in this area right here, and just like touch the moss to make sure it's not a hole.
All right,
Because it seems like it gets darker right there. So like even with dark vision, seeing only grays and dark shades, just double check and touch around.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of poke at this moss, and yeah, there doesn't seem to be a hole. It just seems to be like a nice thick velvety layer of black moss. And as you kind of peer down this offshoot, the ceiling goes a lot lower as well. It seems to be kind of reducing down to about 8 foot high.
Hey, more, we'll have to start to duck.
You're all being very well behaved. Like, staying so close together.
I'm not trying to get blown up.
I didn't send that twice.
Well, we have 3 passageways now.
Why is Kane in the front? I am going to move to the front so that Kane doesn't get fucking one shot.
Kane is being adventurous. And,
He really wants to save Shadwick.
My devil eyes have me overconfident.
I just don't want to fall in a hole.
So kind of glancing into this part here, you see the dummy thick velvety black moss covering every surface of this very, very low down ceilinged chamber. And you kind of see off into the far wall a very deep alcove.
We don't hear no like Chadwick whimpering or anything like that, do we?
No, nothing right now.
No, that's not real quick. I want a flamethrower. This whole fucking cavern of moss.
Same.
I have a question. We've
Mhm.
been traveling with Chadwick for a long time. Would I be aware of any specific possession that he has, like a book, an article of something? Like I'm a very, I mean my passive
Uh-huh.
perception is 17. I had to have noticed something that he carries with him at all times.
And then he wears his glasses all the time.
Yeah, I was about to say he wears glasses.
Glass. A particular smell.
He also has that book we gave him.
I feel
The-
like glasses could be like kind of like easily taken away though.
It's true, but that's like the one consistent thing about him.
I mean, anything can be taken from him, right?
Mm.
I mean, I would know the clothes that he was wearing when he was taken, right?
Yeah, I guess so. But you know, clothes aren't always massively unique.
Dude, let's get a naked Chadwick, please.
There is that book we gave him, but I don't know if
There's
they
a
would let
mean
him
lock
use
just
his
dressed up as
possessions.
Chadwick, waiting for you.
It's all stretched out like the Hulk.
I'm gonna go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna creep forward and try and see if I can peek into the room a little bit better.
I have a good feeling about the way ahead of us, but it's just a feeling.
What do you got, Salam?
This one is feeling like I should cast locate object on something that Chadwick has. What are your guys' ideas on the best item that we think would still be on him after he was taken hostage by these creatures? We have his glasses, there's that book we gave him, we could do his clothes, there might be some other stuff that you guys know about. What are your guys' opinions on what I should look for in this spell? Because I think that will be the easiest way to point us in his direction.
Didn't
Clothing's-
Chadwick get a pin like we do?
No,
No.
he's the
Oh, I
assistant.
thought he got a budget one.
Besides, we
That
wear
was a
those
knockoff.
pins, it would probably just detect us. What I would say is look for his clothes. We saw that with the lady, with the mayor, at least her ring survived. So if he's not fully a mean luck yet, then his clothes should have not yet been discarded.
That's what I was kind of thinking too.
I could have sworn he had a nipple piercing.
Oh no, I don't stare at you all in the bath.
Oh.
I've heard legends about Gwyneth that bathhouses are very common and that both sexes partake in baths together just, all the time.
Mm.
I wish.
Might do stuff a little differently on the moon.
I wish. Gwyneth doesn't really have a strong bath culture.
Yeah, try whatever you think is best, Salam.
Us Tabaxi just, lick each other's fur to clean ourselves.
Alright.
Or just nod. Mm-hmm.
Kind of looks like the moss.
Just get a
Um,
lot of
so-
fur balls.
so are we in agreement to
Mhm.
try this spell on his clothing?
Yeah.
Yeah, light it up, man.
Okay.
Okay.
I will cast Locate Object on Chadwick Sandwich's clothing.
Well, you don't.
I didn't know his name's rhymed.
No one. There's no one called Chadwick Sandwich, but yeah, maybe Chadwick Page Turner. And so you start kind of casting this spell, and you feel do you get a specific or a direction?
You sense the direction to the object's location, and if the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement.
Alright, so you feel it is off to the east and it is motionless. And as you're kind of focusing on this spell, out from the corner of your eye, you see something slithering and writhing towards Rolo.
Rolo, watch out!
Okay, Rolo, can you make a dexterity saving throw with advantage? Okay.
I can.
Yeah, so you kind of snap around and see this kind of black mass of moss, like a mossy tentacle, kind of just like slithering towards you, and you kind of just jump on out of the way as it kind of like tries to wrap around your ankle. And then it kind of like starts kind of wriggling and writhing to kind of pursue you.
Yeah, I will cry out, Moss Octopus! And, will pull my crossbow and try and move away.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of step away, and as the moss kind of thins out, it seems to lose its kind of mass and kind of just melt into the rest of the moss. So there seems to be like a cut-off point for like somewhere around where you are now. So you were kind of like on the edge there.
Like the moss in there is living and tries to eat you.
I don't know if it was gonna eat him, but there was it in this kind of room here. It was trying to grab a hold of poor Rolo.
Okay. Can I take a mental note of like how thick that moss is and what it looks like, so that if any other rooms come up like that we can avoid them?
Yeah, the moss in that room is as thick as a bowl of porridge.
Okay.
You'll be able to remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up. There's one thing we haven't tested. We know the main locks hate light. You know, what if there's something about this moss too? I say we slide up a torch, toss it in there, see what happens. If it gives us an advantage on this moss later down the line, I have to imagine wherever they're nesting, it's got to be even thicker in there. And I'm gonna pull a torch from my packet and light it.
I'm eager to see this experiment, but I do remind you that Salam is feeling the presence of this close to the east, and this is probably a distraction.
I just want to see what happens to this thick moss that tried to wrap me up. That way we can know for later. I agree, we need to keep moving, but I just want to toss this torch in there and see what happens.
For it.
Yeah. I'm gonna light the torch and see if the moss reacts.
Okay, so you light the torch and kind of hold it up in front of you. Do you just hold it up, or do you kind of toss it into the moss?
So first I'm gonna like get it close to the moss on the wall where I'm at to see if it reacts, and then I'll try tossing it into the larger chamber.
Okay, so you kind of hold it up against the wall, and the moss doesn't seem to react.
Gotcha. And then I'll toss it, and then we'll be on our way, assuming
Okay.
nothing happens.
So you kind
It
of
doesn't light the moss on fire at all.
no, it's pretty damp moss.
Real moist.
It's real moist. Yeah,
Voice.
moist like a turkey sandwich with gravy.
Like a porridge.
Yeah. So yeah, you kind of toss the lit torch into the kind of cave there, and the light kind of flickers around, and you see the moss kind of writhe and kind of start moving towards the torch, but then it suddenly stops moving, and the torch kind of flickers and the light kind of spills around. And intelligence check. Let's go with that. Are you all like watching this torch as well? See what happens.
I'll volunteer
And-
to watch the passages
and-
over here.
Okay.
As soon as it didn't light the thing on fire or anything like that, I lost interest and started
Okay.
moving east.
So yeah, or maybe don't go running off that way just yet. Stay like near like back here. So you kind of watch and then you turn around to go, so you don't really get far. Rolo, that's not really much of an intelligence roll. Kane, anything from you?
Oh yeah, here, let me check.
Okay, 11. That'll do. So you kind of watch this torch kind of flicker and the light kind of spill over it out from here, and then you kind of have this kind of jolting realization that the light of this torch will be creating a pretty lengthy shadow behind you. Because of the torchlight. So let's say you kind of whip around because of that. Also, Azza and Salam, you were kind of not looking at the torch room. So as you kind of whip around, just in time, you are able to see a number of meanlocks kind of spill out from the shadows created by the flickering torch. So they don't surprise you. So that's good. So yeah, let's roll initiative.
Well, this answers one question. They can't appear in empty darkness.
Yeah.
They need a literal shadow. My best roll of the game! I'm still getting lower and lower. It's like it didn't even matter.
Alright, let's see how we do. So let's...
Okay,
no.
yeah. I got a 15.
I
You
see
got a
3
15.
tokens.
Yeah.
But I see 2 tokens.
What? Oh, right.
Nothing.
Oh yeah, you only see 2.
I cry in meta knowledge.
Uh-huh. Alright, so yeah, we begin the combat with Kane at the top.
Alright, Kane's gonna cast Fireball on the one between Salam and Azza.
Alright. 18 hits for 9 damage. Very nice. So yeah, you send a firebolt careening over, and it hits the meanlock square in the face as it kind of spills out of the darkness of the shadow.
And that's my turn.
Alright. So yeah, we go over to this one, and it will rush towards you, Salam, and it will strike at you with its claws. 21. Does that hit? What's your AC? 19. Yeah, that's gonna hit. So you have 8 slashing damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the con saves.
Does he get advantage because you didn't roll a crit against him?
No, unfortunately.
Don't me.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you kind of throw off this meanlock and you kind of square up against it. Okay, over to this one here, and it will run at Azza and strike out with its claws.
Come at me, fiend.
20. What's your AC? 17, so that's gonna hit. So yeah,
I will activate the shield spell.
Alright, so yeah, you see these claws going in for a weakness in your stance, and you conjure a shield spell around you and deflect its attack. So we go over to Salam. Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please? I need to get rid. You're no longer climbing. Let's get rid of that. So 20, yeah, you kind of square up against this meanlock, and you do not fear this creature in the slightest. You are strong, and you engage it in however way you see fit.
Fuck. I really want to get flanking on that one, but I don't want to take an attack of opportunity.
Mm.
Whoop his ass, Salam. Whoop his ass.
Fuck it. I am going to cast Inflict Wounds on the one in front of me.
Ooh, big spells. 16, yeah, that is a hit.
Oh, what the fuck is it doing rolling the fucking attack again? I told it to roll damage.
Attack roll 16. 18,
Ooh, that's
there we go.
pretty decent.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, 18 damage. Almost clicked on you to do the damage there. Alright. So yeah, you kind of grasp hold of this creature and you channel your necrotic energies within it. And much like the other creatures you've done this to, you see its skin kind of split open, sores and whatnot kind of just suddenly welt up all over it. But in this case, you see a kind of black Icarus blood spill out. And it kind of just like lets out this silent scream, which is visualized, but you can only hear it kind of within your own head.
Can I bonus action punch it in the face, or is that not something I can do?
I don't Tabaxi have a thing where they can use
Yeah,
their...
I have a claw attack, yeah.
I'm not sure if it can be used as a bonus though. I know some creatures, some races do, but I'm not sure about Tabaxi. You'd have to check for that.
Like lizard folks bite.
Yeah. Well, while you look that up, we'll move on to Azza, and then if it is, you can do that, we can come back to it before that. So yeah, Azza, what do you do?
I regret using the spell, so less than frugally, and strive to be a better user as I try to chop off its head.
All right, go for it. Swing with your silver greatsword.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah, you're not used to creatures with these kind of heads, so you kind of whiff it slightly. It kind of retracts its head in a unnatural way, and it kind of ducks out of the way quite handily. Anything else?
I hate you! I hate you, bugs!
I'm sure it
No.
hates you too.
Nothing else. I don't fear this thing. I just hate it. Except
Oh wait,
for the fact
yeah,
I have to roll wisdom.
You do have to roll wisdom.
Except for the fact I have to roll wisdom, so I probably do fear it.
We'll see. Oh no, you're
don't.
good.
I
Alright.
hate it.
You hate it. You don't fear it, but you hate it.
My claws are just natural weapons, so it
Oh,
just
okay.
does extra damage when I make attacks with them. It doesn't say anything about a...
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, we'll go over to Rollo then. What's the deal, Rollo?
I can ask her,
Sorry.
and then we can.
I hear the voices in his head. They've escaped in the mind.
Sorry, the vet office just called. All right, Rolo, we'll call out one more bogey over here, and we'll sharpshooter the one in front of him.
Yeah? A sharpshooter, okay.
Take it down. I'll cover the side.
16 hits for 17 damage. Solid hit. Big hits. Yeah, you send this.
Nice.
It hits right in the kind of like the seam of its like kind of like insectoid skin plates or whatever. It does not look
And,
nice.
I will bonus action attack again.
Ooh, that looks like a
Nice.
hit. For what, 17? You rolled a 4 there.
Oh, that's weird. I saw an 18.
Yeah, it's a 17 there. Another 7.
18.
Oh, that was sharpshooter. That's right. I was like, where's this extra 10? Okay, sharpshooter. All right. Yeah, you just said bonus another attack. You didn't specify sharpshooter, but it's there, so yeah, you've got the specific dice formula. So yeah, 2 solid hits from your sharpshooting ability. This mean lock, it kind of sprang up from the darkness, and you just bam, bam. It is regretting its decisions. It is not looking good.
Okay.
And it is gonna run at you with a silent scream that only echoes within your mind. Oh yeah, you should have done a wisdom save. Wait, hold on. Where was it? It was over there. That's within 10 feet, isn't it? Yeah, I guess wisdom saving throw, please. I keep forgetting. I should make a stick.
Do I have disadvantage on that?
It's a saving throw, so not a check.
No, no disadvantage.
Yeah,
Should be fine.
yeah, you're fine. So yeah, everything's fine. But it's gonna attack you
320.
still. So it kind of rushes at you and kind of lunges towards you with its claws. And
That
gets
will
a
hit.
20, and we get how much damage? 7. 7 slashing damage, and you need to make a... what was it? A Constitution saving throw, please. Ooh.
Dear Lord.
You feel your body seizing up, but through sheer gumption and willpower, you mind over matter this, and you kind of will your body into resisting this paralysis.
I'm going a little numb. Help.
Willow would be the character I said has the most gumption.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I gotta finish this call real quick.
Okay,
All
Kane,
right.
wisdom saving throw, please.
I need to do 2 of them, right?
Yeah, you can see both of those within 10 feet. Oh, yeah, you're feared from these things now. So yeah, so you are frightened of these creatures. So yeah, you have disadvantage on attacks, and you can't move closer, I believe.
Yep. All right. So, seeing the one that popped out and attacked Rolo, as is pretty good. I'm a magic missile level 1 at the one by Rolo.
Just a one single target, yeah?
Yep. All of them are gonna be at that top one.
Alright, roll them dice. Got 4. Okay, another 3. Alright, 10 damage. Okay, you send these darts of energy whisking around the corner, and they catch this meanlock off guard, and yeah, they kind of just explode on impact, and this meanlock is swaying on the spot, struggling to stay on its feet. Alright, anything else?
I will move back.
Yeah, you can move back. Alright.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay, over to the meanlock in confronting Salam. It will attack with its claws again. And ooh, I thought that was gonna be a miss, so
You gotta be fucking
I
kidding
saw-
me, man.
I
That
saw
was-
that 8.
Christ.
I saw that 8.
20 hits.
What is the point of having a 19 armor class at level 4 if you're gonna be hit for max damage every fucking time you get rolled on? This is fucking ridiculous.
Constitution saving
Yeah.
throw, please.
Yeah, they need a
Christ, man.
15 to hit. That's pretty unlikely.
Yeah, like they have like a 25% chance to hit me, and they've hit me twice now. And one was 2 off max damage, and this one was for max damage. So, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, these guys, they don't have any chill, I guess. You're
We
in their
know
house.
only hate and fear.
He ate his Wheaties this morning.
Alright, yeah, no paralysis for you, but you still take the 10 slashing damage.
I should definitely.
Okay, over to
is
this one.
ridiculous, dude.
Attacking Azza. That's a miss. And then we go over to Salam, wisdom
Always
saving throw.
Azza's luck. Azza never gets fucking hit.
You know, except for that cultist fight where I almost dropped.
And that time you fell off a cliff, the ground hit you pretty hard.
It's good at getting paralyzed.
I'm not gonna count that one.
Alright, yeah, you have no fear within you, Salam. Strike back at this rude mean lock.
How does it look?
It's hit, but you know, it's still swinging.
God damn it, I don't know.
Hello?
Hey.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Start. Hi.
I'm just trying to figure out what to do here. Give me a second. I'll just fucking attack it.
Ooh. Thanks for the Prime
why couldn't
sub,
that-
Puriflegathon.
Why couldn't that be a natural 20?
Yeah, wow, 25. That's a solid hit though.
Ah,
6
every
damage.
fucking time, man. I'm
got the
telling you,
feeling.
this character's fucking cursed, man.
Yeah, you kind of crack it across its chitinous face with your book flail. It didn't appreciate that, but it's still it's still fighting, but it is looking bloodied now.
Yeah, fuck
Alright.
this chitin.
Okay. All right, Azza, wisdom saving throw, please.
Saves. Whiz. Go.
Ooh. Yeah, you're fine.
Powered by hate. No, I hate bugs. I hate bugs. I've got a very compact fighting stance as I maneuver my large blade in these narrow tunnels. And as I take a swing, I say, "Somebody turn off that light. Someone take these shadows away."
Oh, do you mean the torch that's in the room?
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna turn it off, but I think I should.
Come on, man. You are the worst with your sword.
The
Yeah.
silver is poorly balanced.
You
You-
should
you
have
can-
done your ASI to up your strength instead of your fucking int.
So yeah, you despite your
That would not have helped in this
compact
situation,
stance,
thank you.
your silvered sword kind of dings off the ceiling of this cave. Okay, Rolo, it's your turn if there's nothing else from Azza.
Nothing else for me.
Okay.
Despite my frustrations, I do not action surge.
Alright, I will point my crossbow straight down, or I guess straight across at the insectoid looking doodly bop. And I'll call back to Kane. Kane, can you magic the torch back over here so we can put it out? And I will fire.
Smart.
I'll sharpshooter the first one.
Okay. 12 misses.
Alright, I will reload and not sharpshooter.
Yeah. You've already hit its 2 weak points, there's no more. 14 just about misses, unfortunately.
fuck.
Fucking
Uh,
missed by one.
Let me see.
Now we know what AC to hit.
Yeah, we did from last time.
I forgot.
Mm.
Okay, oh, should I roll wisdom?
Yeah, you probably should have.
Nah. What do you have to be scared of?
Am I good?
Hold on. You're like on the verge of breaking down.
Fuck me.
All right.
Yeah, you're only just about made that.
I am going to save my action surge. I'm okay for now. Yeah.
Yeah, you save your action surge and brace yourself for the attack from this creature. 16. What's your AC? 14. That hits. 7 slashing damage and 1 Constitution saving throw, please.
Wait, who just got attacked?
Rolo.
Oh, there's another one?
Yeah, there's a third right here.
Oh, fuck.
That one's pretty banged up.
Hey, what did this meme lock say to me? Fo, Luffle. Oh, Luffle back to you too.
Have they said anything? Because I would understand it.
It's telepathic, so you know, it said something in Rolo's mind.
Gotcha.
Something along the lines of this.
Cool. 18 con.
Yeah, you're fine. And then we go top of the order over to Kane. So yeah, you're no longer feared, but you need to do another one.
I need to do another one.
Yeah, just the one. Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Alright, I'm going to, the one in front of Rolo's still looking pretty rough, right?
Yeah, it's looking very beat up.
I'm a magic missile it.
Ooh. How many of your magic missiles?
All of them.
All of them. The whole packet. So we got a 4. Got another 4. And we got a 2. Okay, so you send 3 darts of magical energy towards this creature. The first one hits, it staggers. The second one hits, and it collapses to the floor. And the third one is just overkill. The Meanlock collapses to the floor, dead and motionless. Alright.
Huzzah.
That's one down. And we'll go over here
Alright,
if that's
and
everything.
then,
Ooh. Gonna do a
that's
sorcery.
it?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright.
I was thinking about it, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
save those.
Smart. Alright, so yeah. Salam, you're attacked. 10, that's a miss this time.
Fuck you.
as a your turn. That's also a miss, I believe, yeah.
Block. Block.
And then Salam, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh,
You
fuck.
fucking kidding
You are
me.
incredibly scared of this boy. Yeah, you're frightened.
Got to be.
So frightened. Look at its
literally-
big eyes.
I literally have a 90% chance to pass that fucking check.
At least there's no such thing as a critically failed save.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Okay, so that'll be disadvantage on any attacks until the start of your next turn.
Yeah.
I would like to use my patron bonus to encourage him. We've got to stand as one and fight as a team.
Okay.
Something like that. To impose advantage.
To cancel out
Because
the
fear-
disadvantage. Yeah?
Because fear is a weakness I don't believe Salam has.
Oh. Yeah, Salam, you feel arousing from your gut, and it wells up and spurs you on to attack without disadvantage despite your fear.
Alright, cool. Thanks, dude. I'm gonna flail it in the face.
Go for
We don't
it.
use that bonus and we need to remember it exists.
Because I hate these fucking things.
Agreed.
So much hatred.
Oh, come on.
I'm so sorry. Today is not your day, unfortunately. You missed.
I could
Let's be honest, it's never
could-
my day.
I could scream for you.
Yeah.
I think we everyone besides the auto hit magic missiles hit this round.
Oh,
You know, when encounters are supposed to be easy, but then they go 12 rounds. God damn. Dice rolling games can be fucking stupid.
Alright,
Okay.
Azza, what's up?
Gonna redeem myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do it.
Wait, you gotta do a wisdom save.
oh my god, you
Yeah,
gotta
you're
be
right.
kidding
You also
me.
need to do a wisdom save. Yeah, you
Better
missed
that
anyway.
on the attack than the wisdom. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not scared,
I'm
but you
not-
still missed.
I'm not scared. I just can't swing.
Yeah, you're just hitting nothing but moss and rock.
Take that, Moss.
Alright, Rolo, what's up?
Could you just like ping generally where the torch should be lying?
Yeah, let's just say like kind of like middle-ish of the room, somewhere around here.
Cool.
I'll draw it.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
Let's draw it.
This is when we learned that Rolo is also Green Arrow and has a bolt for every situation. Fire extinguisher bolt.
I'll kind of squeeze back behind Azza as I reload and point down at the creature and fire.
Mhm.
With sharpshooter.
Of course.
You're going to embarrass me.
Get fucked, bitch!
How much damage we got? 15. So yeah, Rolo
Nice.
kind of just like, I don't know, cool guy McGee just like walks around the corner, just tosses a bolt in there and just like shoots the Meanlock straight in the face. You know, he's got his crossbow held to the side as well. He looks very cool.
He sees Azza, the pocket protector wearing, broken glasses having nerd, struggling with this bug, and he just comes like Chad Thunder thighs.
Chad
Save the day.
Nice.
I've got you, kid. And I'll fire again.
Is it
Thanks,
sharpshooter again?
Yeah.
Are you attacking the one in front of Azza?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, motherfucker, mine would have been dead if you hit it. God damn it.
It might have been. You don't know
Yeah,
It
that.
you're
would have been
confident.
for sure. I know it would have been.
Okay, if you say so.
Um,
That misses.
And I am good.
Even with a -5, you're hitting better than I do.
Alright, Kane.
Alright, since Kane can see the torch, I'm gonna use Chill Touch to kind of snuff out the fire.
Okay. You snuffed that out. Wait, you're attacking the torch?
Yeah, because I want to get rid of the light from the torch.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
So
you,
that
you
way
snuffed that
we
out.
have no more shadows being cast from behind us.
Mm.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to burn 2 sorcery points to create a level 1 spell slot, and then that's my turn.
Alright. So let's go to these mean locks. This one attacks Salam.
You've got to be fucking.
Oh god. What do we got? 8. 8 damage.
Jesus Christ, man.
Constitution
Yeah, perfect.
saving throw.
This is fucking retarded.
It's pretty rough. It happens though.
Like, it literally has a 25% chance to hit me, and it's hit me 3 out of 4 times.
And
Like,
it's rolled pretty high on damage too.
and really high on every single damage. So you need a con saving
Yeah.
throw now too?
Yeah, please. Ooh,
There we go. Perfect.
It was
Let's complete the
18, but
fucking
then it kinda
circle of suck.
rolled back. Yeah, so you kind of just feel this paralysis kind of wash on over you. And you kind of like choke and cry out to the rest of the group for aid, perhaps. And then this one will attack Azza. And miss. There we
We
go.
guys saw that 20.
So
It was on
Salam,
20.
you can repeat the save at the end of your turn. So yeah. repeat this throw.
Can do the save.
Yeah, con save. So to repeat the save at the end of your turn.
Alright.
Alright, yeah, you shake it off. You kind of focus your inner energies and you kind of spike your adrenaline and heartbeat, and the rush of blood around your body kind of like kicks you back into action. And then we go over to Azza.
Alright, I can tell that the shadows have dissipated, or have been drowned in darkness, I say. Rolo, assist Salam. Kane, watch my back. And then I'll very particularly just go in to stab.
Wisdom save.
Oh yeah, wisdom
save.
Thank you for the reminder. I need to write this down on my screen.
I said have my back. With disadvantage, then.
Yeah, you are feared.
Oh,
I try to keep integrity.
Didn't get the choice of the double roll, so that'll miss. If I roll
that'll
a 20
miss.
now, if I roll the 20, it won't change anything.
Yeah, you still miss. Anything else?
No.
Alright, roll.
It's getting more and more tempting to action surge, but no.
Rolo, show them how it's done.
This should be such an easy fucking fight.
Rolo is feared. You guys are falling apart.
Rolo attack with disadvantage.
Like, I'm sure on the CR whatever calculator, this is classified as an easy fight.
Who are you attacking, Rolo?
The one right.
He misses anyway.
Yeah, and with my second shot, I will attack the one in front of Salam and see what happens.
Okay. That's 15 hits.
Feared. I gotta roll again.
Yeah, just. You got. Oh, you're just taking the first. So the 15 hits. That's 6 damage. You got you rolled an 11 and then you rolled a 15 which hit, and that's 6 hits. Yeah. So yeah, you hit the one in attacking Salam. Yeah, and you hit it, and it's not looking good. It's starting to waver. And then we will go over to Kane if that's everything from you.
Help! And I'm good.
I'm a firebolt the one in front of Salam.
Okay.
Oh,
no, you're not. Alright, yeah, that misses. And the one will attack Salam.
Oh, there it is.
Hold up, I will.
Fucking no! Don't
I'll redirect it.
No.
Let it
Silvery
happen.
Barbs.
Let it happen.
No.
Hey,
Silvery barbs.
Yeah, you're no longer paralyzed, so yeah, you can do that. So I re-roll, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's a miss. There we go. I think you would just leave if it was another crit.
I would have deleted this fucking character.
Yeah. Okay, over to the one attacking Azza.
That was on 14, I saw that. Also?
I'm gonna give Azza advantage for his next attack roll, ability check, or saving throws, because he's been really struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go! I feel your love. I feel your confidence in me.
Yeah.
He's hoping, confident. Not dying.
So yes, Salam, wisdom saving throw, please.
Wait, did Azza already go?
No,
we've gone back around, I think. Yeah.
I thought Azza was before me though.
No, you've always
No,
been
you're
the
first.
one.
Yeah. So
okay.
wisdom saving from Salam. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, you're fine.
And then Yeah, I'll just flail it.
Flailing around.
Fuck!
Sorry.
Damn it.
As it.
Ice gods suck. Take
Wisdom.
advantage. I'll
Yeah,
take
you got-
advantage on the whiz, since
Mhm.
it's about the same as having neutral on the other one.
Yeah, you're fine.
Good rolls. Could use them for later.
Really wanted you
Need some
to
potent
use,
dice.
I wanted you to use the advantage on your attacks and you finally hit.
You're right. I figured if I failed the fear, though, it would come out to be the same thing of a average attack roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see that. 16
Hey!
hits! Yay!
Die,
11 damage.
Die.
Alright, you hit it, and you cut it deep, and it starts bleeding profusely from your cut. You finally hit, and it was a good one. Anything else? No?
No, but I'm very happy.
Very happy. Alright, Rolo.
About time I
Wisdom
got
saving
a hit
throw,
on a
please.
whelp like you.
Ooh, you're solid as a rock.
All right. Well, let's rock him with a sharpshooter.
Solid like the wolf.
13 misses.
And then let's follow it up with a regular attack.
Oh my
Misses
god.
again. You guys are not doing
And-
well fighting in this darkness here.
Yeah, I'll whack
He's-
my crossbow a little bit, and I am good.
Yeah, the sights must be off again. Kane,
Thank
your
you.
turn.
Same thing, firebolting the one in front of Salam.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God.
20 hits for 9 damage.
There you go. Fucking
Yeah,
dead.
you can-
Kill this thing.
It's not dead. It's got a little
Are
bit
you
left.
serious? Fuck.
I am not. I'm serious. I'm super serious.
They are tankier than we give them credit for.
Mm.
That's my turn.
All right, Salam, you're attacked. That's a miss.
Oh, thank God.
Then on Azza,
This or-
and that's a hit. So
Come on,
Constitution
hit me.
saving throw and 7 slashing damage.
Stop thinking about hitting me and hit me. All right, I can use my armor to reduce that to 4 damage, but still have to make the save. Let's go.
Ooh.
My God.
You're paralyzed again. This familiar feeling of helplessness and paralysis washes over you, and you can just
It's-
about muster a little help to Rolo to your side.
Fuck, these things have more than 39 HP? Holy shit.
Yeah, don't want to make things too easy for you. Salam.
Wait, is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Get this wisdom, boy.
Yeah.
Alright, you just about hold on to your sense of bravery. It's been a rocky road, but you're staying strong.
Rocky Road is pleasant. This is not.
That's a
There
hit.
we go.
Let's go, max damage.
Ooh, that's a tasty hit.
That's
This
good.
fucker
With
better be dead now.
The fury of 1,000 hopped up mad people. Yeah, you just open your book flail to the page titled Pain, and you full force just swing this flail towards it, and there is a sickening crack, and you just cave in the kind of center line of this Meanlock's head with the spine of the book, and it just goes rigid and collapses to the floor, dead.
Thank God, because if these things had had more than 50 HP, I would have lost my mind.
Alright. It is dead, and if that's everything, we'll go over to Azza.
I'm gonna move into flanking position, but
Who is paralyzed and spends his entire turn just trying to not be paralyzed?
Yeah, will it into existence, my friend.
oh,
Not quite.
My-
Try
My
harder.
will is weak. My will is weak.
Rolo, you see Azza kind of just rigid, just his eyes wide.
God damn it, Asa, do something! And I'll attack normally.
Wisdom.
Oh, wisdom, thank you.
Oh yeah, wisdom, the thing that I've literally written on my screen. Alright, you're fine. That's a hit for 9 damage. Nice. It's swaying.
Let's try and topple it with a attack. Of sharpshooter.
Ooh. Risky.
Fuck.
no.
And I'm good.
Probably didn't need
If
to
it
use
had-
sharpshooter there, but okay.
If it had just stuck on that 13, you would have hit.
Yeah.
Come on, Kane, bring it home.
Yeah, as long as I did, I knew Kane was going next.
Uh-huh.
All right, yeah, Kane's gonna firebolt it.
16 hits,
Oh.
2 damage. You could have done a little bit more. It's still going. It's going to attack Rolo this time. We'll move on
And
from
it's not
Azza.
gonna attack the fucking paralyzed target. That's
No.
interesting.
It's gonna miss.
These things are fucking dumb as shit.
It doesn't want to kill Azza. It wants it still thinks it could probably win this fight and take you all away paralyzed.
It wants to make me a bug too?
Maybe.
No one's ever wanted to be a part of something before.
Slime.
Makes me so
Only
happy.
then Azza would hit.
Come on, Slime, you got advantage here. Unless you fail this wisdom saving throw. Yeah, you good?
Tragedy is there's no possible way
Alright, that
that
Miss by 1, even with advantage.
there's no possible way the final boss fight can be as hard as this.
Azza, resist the paralysis.
Got to be fucking kidding me. I can't even hit with fucking advantage.
You're alright, Azza. You snap out of paralysis and we go over to Rolo.
Attack!
Attack!
Wisdom save.
I was gonna.
Oh,
yeah,
let me do that.
Yeah, go on then. So many dice. Yeah, that passes, so you hit for 15. And yeah, you fell this final mean lock.
That dice was cocked as fuck. It looked like a 3 to me, but it gave you a 20, so thank God for that.
Thank God. Alright, yeah, you vanquish this final mean lock. And it collapses to the floor dead. And
Don't
then
light a torch!
the silence kind of
Yes.
returns to the room with the whispering still in your head. And you kinda
Our
just-
experiment gave us very unexpected results.
and you're
Don't
very-
light any fucking torches.
You're very on edge. So much so
No,
that
I think that we all need to carry a source of light now so that they can't fucking teleport in on us.
They only teleported when we had the light active, though. It seems like they came in from literal shadows, not just darkness.
It is true. It looks
Yeah.
like they came in through the shadows that were created by the light.
Yeah, they seem to kind of step out of the shadows.
But,
What,
I mean, wouldn't complete darkness just be shadow anyway?
Yeah, I'm not sure
So I
about
always
that.
seen it, but like
No.
Full Metal Alchemist is one of those cases. Like, no, if you're in complete darkness, there's no shadow, and then the shadow monsters can't get you. It's like that's a little weird. That's a little weird take.
That makes no sense to me.
But there is precedent.
What's
So,
the-
You
the
probably,
potion
if
rule?
you had enough light around you, maybe positioned the way that your shadows were the smallest, they wouldn't be able to teleport on you. That would be a thing. So they would have
They
to
require
teleport like,
medium-sized shadows.
yeah. So like this medium-sized creature couldn't like pop out of like a small ass shadow.
Do you have like dancing lights or something, Kane?
I do not.
He left those
I
at
do
home.
have a light spell.
Yeah, just
a
one
cantrip.
light, so it's gonna cast a shadow. You know what I mean?
You know, that creates a funny thought. If you have literal dancing lights, they still come through the shadows, but the shadows are moving, so they're thrown across the room.
Yeah, that might happen. So yeah, you kind of like on edge after this battle. You kind of hear the whisperings in your head still, but then the silence of this cave, and you hear an intense. You hear more dripping noises, but you kind of like feel and kind of sense that they're much stronger coming from over here. As if they're
Three
not
less
hitting,
of those.
not hitting the moss, but they're hitting
Coming
perhaps
from
a
where?
pool of water to the southwest.
Okay.
But we do feel like we need to go east, right?
Has the direction on Chadwick changed?
No, it has not. He is unmoving. Same
Okay.
place. Well, same direction. East.
I need to rest. I need to rest up, y'all. Those things fucking did a number on this one. And I'm not using the rest of my magical capabilities for the day to heal myself up, because then I'll be useless.
Did you have any potions? Did you drink the bread potion?
I have the potion. I'd really like it if we could keep moving. I'd rather Chadwick not increase their numbers.
I'll heal Salam 4 hit points with healing hands.
What's
Besides,
the healing potion roll that we were using? Is it, you take an action, it's full? Or am I making that up?
Did we have those rules? I think so.
I don't know. I could totally be making that up.
Yeah,
We did at the beginning.
That was the rule.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like full action gives you the full effect.
I didn't want to drink this bread potion anyways. You know how I didn't like that merchant.
I technically have 3 healing potions on me.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna chug and see how that goes.
Yeah, if it's a full action, it's the full effect of the potion. So you don't need to roll, you just take the maximum possible.
So it's 10 a pop. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take 1 potion.
I'll chug 2.
You sound so
I think I need
reluctant. So 2
Well,
potions.
yeah, I want to save that shit for actually in combat when you need them. I hate using potions out of combat. It's such a fucking waste.
That's fair. That's fair.
Well,
I mean, it's a waste when you can rest, but we're not in a good position to rest.
we're
You're literally in their lair, yeah.
It's a bit of a mixed bag. If you do it in combat, you're either choosing to give up your action or to give up the full points. So it's, hey, there's walking away. Someone grab him.
So yeah, as I said, you kind of hear the dripping of water, but this time it seems to be hitting like a pool of water to the southwest, and then Chadwick is still in the same place to the east, unmoving.
Is locate object a concentration spell?
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we can check that.
Yeah, up to 10 minutes.
Yeah, it is.
So concentration, yeah. Just roll a d20, I guess, for like your usual concentration. I think the most I did was like somewhere around 10, so it'll be the lowest pass anyway. So we'll just roll once. No need to do it like however many times you got hit. Okay. Yeah, you kind of keep it somehow, despite getting slapped around a little bit.
It's not Salam's first rodeo.
Never has been.
Should we continue now? Head east?
So yeah, to the southwest is the sound of dripping water onto water. To the east is where Chadwick is.
The sooner we get this done, the sooner we can rest.
Well, let's get a move on, because I only have probably roughly 8-9 minutes left on this spell.
Let's move.
To the east then, towards Chadwick, yeah?
Yeah.
So I'll take the lead and just keep moving us towards where. God, this thing is fucking laggy today. I try to put my character somewhere and it takes like 10 seconds for it to move.
Oop.
Why don't you move my character where he would go in relation to where
Sure.
I'm sensing Chadwick is?
Okay.
If that's cool.
Can do. So yeah.
Recognize this crevasse.
Yeah, there's the crevasse. I don't know how much you're clued into directionals, but yeah, it seems familiar. Yeah, so you kind of head towards Chadwick's source, and then yeah, you come across a split in the path here.
I'm still keeping an eye out for, mean locks or, anything like that.
Or moss tentacles. Moss. I got a bit of a lag going on too.
Yeah. I'm not sure how the stream's doing. Let's have a look.
Yo, streamers, how you doing?
Seems to be alright. So which way do we go? It seems to be east, but yeah, you have a path going up and going to the kind of middle area and then going down.
Well, based on
just going towards Chadwick.
Yeah, based on where I can sense he is, that's the way.
Do you want to take the top path or the bottom path to do that, though?
Where do I sense him?
I guess it'll be more towards the bottom, so yeah, you kind of go this way then.
So that's the way I would go then.
Yeah. Okay, so you kind of go this way and you kind of look down. This isn't the way Chadwick is, but you kind of give a cursory glance into that room as it seems to open up visibly there. So you kind of look down there, and as you kind of glance, you kind of breathe in heavily. New scents greet you here. The musty funk of decaying fabric and old furs, and the smell of rot lingering in the stagnant air. Thick pillars of moss-covered stone support the 20-foot high ceiling here, and waist-high stone slabs dot the cavern. However, this is not where Chadwick is, so you press on to the east. Are you just...
I would probably go over here before I went into that room.
Yeah, that's where you're sensing Chadwick. So you feel very close to Chadwick, like he is just around the corner. How do you approach this?
Why have we stopped so long?
Yeah, I'm decent stealth even with bad armor. I sense Chadwick is right around this corner. Is one of you particularly stealthy? Even in my heavy armor, I'm not too bad at sneaking.
The footsteps are muffled, but your armor would still clank.
No, you should go on ahead. I am noisy.
I can try and take a peek. I'll settle up next to Sylvan.
I'll give him guidance.
Okay. So it's going to be pretty easy, but yeah, you can do a stealth roll to kind of peek around the corner. So yeah, you can, kind of like, I'll put you around here, and you can peek around the corner.
Let's see what happens. I hit buttons and smashed enter. There we go. That did that. Okay, I didn't roll my thing.
You got a 3 on a d4. That's pretty high for a d4.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay, 13.
16.
Yeah, 16. Yeah, so that's pretty good for just peeking around the corner. So you kind of sidle on up to the corner using the moss to your advantage to kind of muffle your kind of movements. And you kind of peek around the corner here. And you see Chadwick kind of just bounds on the ground, and these two kind of meanlocks just towering over him. And Chadwick looks human, but he looks ragged, he looks drained, he is not looking good. Even from here and in this darkness, you can see the kind of lines and the stress all on his face. he is like at the breaking point.
Okay, I'll give some Navy SEAL hand signs. And just make sure they see I'm holding up 2. And I'll pull out my crossbow.
Yeah, they are focused on this right now, so if you played your cards right, you could probably surprise them.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll just pull my crossbow and give them a nod.
So everyone can get in a position however you want behind Rolo, and then you will attack, so you'll get advantage on your initiative roll.
As soon as he goes to make his attack, I am going to prepare the spell Protection from Evil and Good, and I'm going to sprint in there and touch Chadwick with it.
Okay, so you're going to prepare that spell and just beeline for Chadwick, yeah?
Yeah. Because
Alright.
it's a touch spell, so unfortunately I have to touch the fucker to give it to him.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, we'll do initiative then if everyone's in position. Do you want to move up, Azza, or are you staying there?
No, I'll clink and clank and ruin the surprise.
Okay, so yeah, we're still getting advantage with your initiative rolls though, so if
we should get a surprise round though, right? Surprising them?
I've never really done surprise, but yeah, I guess did we speak about surprise?
I mean, you've had monsters do surprise rounds on us where they've gotten attacks on us before we've rolled initiative.
That is true. Yeah, so yeah, you'll get a surprise round. Yeah, so yeah, maybe no advantage with initiative, but you'll get a whole round where you can have at them.
Gotcha. I got a 5.
Ah, God damn it! Still, how? Why are you better than me?
Okay, so yeah, we'll have our surprise round. So Azza will go first, unless do I need to make any changes?
Yeah, mine's 14.
14. Okay.
Screaming like a mad warrior, I charge ahead, catching them completely off guard. For Chadwick, for the Candlekeep.
Yeah, for Candlekeep.
Is it advantage on surprise foes? I don't.
No, you just get a round of attacking them without them having a turn, I believe.
All good to me.
So yeah, they basically miss a turn. 24 hits, 11
it's not
damage.
20, it's not 20, but I'll take it.
Yeah, that is a solid hit. Yeah, you kind of just charge in and just cut this Meanlock right in the back as it is focusing over Chadwick. And then we go over to Salam. You run forwards and place your hands upon Chadwick and cast Protection from Good and Evil. So until the spell ends, blah blah blah, protection from certain types of creatures, disadvantage on attack rolls, can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed. If they're already charmed, frightened, or possessed, this has advantage. Okay. Yeah.
Look at Chadwick. He's about to be so brave.
Yeah. So, even though Chadwick is looking incredibly battered, which I hadn't reflected, but yeah, he kind of looks up as you kind of come in, and he kind of like, he's still battered and bruised and roughed up, but you kind of see his face kind of relax a little, but he is still looking, stressed, tired, worn out, as if his mind has been just constantly assaulted during his time while he's been missing. Okay, then we go over to Kane.
Alright, Kane is gonna fireball the one up here.
25 hits, 7 fire damage. Okay.
Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. So yeah, Chadwick
Oh, where's my
is
list?
very weak. You can see he's been attacked both mentally and physically. Yeah, and he's bound, but he tries to struggle against the ropes, but he kind of just like slumps over. So yeah, it's which one is this? It's this one. So this one will attack you, Salam.
Do I get to attack?
Oh right, yeah, no, ignore that. Sorry, Rolo. Yeah, Rolo. This is surprise round. Let's delete
Cool.
that. That never happened. You know, you
Oh,
guys
that's-
should have been doing wisdom
Um,
saves, but let's say for the surprise round, you don't. It's a new rule. That's only happening this once. So
Wait,
yeah.
what now?
We didn't start. I thought we had to start our turns within.
Oh
10
yeah, you
feet.
have to start the turn within range. Yes, yeah, exactly, Rolo. That's why I wasn't asking you.
That's why you keep me around.
Yeah. So yeah, you pop around the corner.
You good, Salam? Were you trying to do something?
Oh yeah, did you finish your turn?
I was trying to figure out if there was a way that I could change Misty Step with the Ring of the Grammarian to maybe get Chadwick out of there, but I don't think there is, so you can continue.
Okay.
I can't cast 2 spells in a turn anyway, it doesn't matter.
All right. So Rolo will kind of pivot out from his cover, pointing his crossbow. Give us back our Chadwick, and I'll gigantify.
Ooh. There's just about enough room. But yeah, you gigantify. Let's make you all big.
There we go.
Oh. I wonder what the maximum is on that.
However big the map is. And yeah, I will fire.
Oop, I think I broke it.
I'm dead.
He hit his head on the ceiling and he's out.
Let me fix this.
Help!
You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you grow so rapidly that your head slams into the ceiling.
The stalactite destroys me.
Where are you? I think you're off the map. I'll replace you. There we go. Okay, let's not do that again. So yeah, what are you doing?
I'm going to fire at the one in front of Aza.
Mm-hmm. Go find your token. Oh, there it is. Uh oh. Hold on.
So I attack for 19. A 19 to hit.
Mm-hmm. 19 hits.
So he'll take 15 plus the additional 1d6 from gigantifying once a round. Or once a turn. Once a turn, once a round. I can't remember.
Damn, 21 damage.
I think it's once. Your first attack, or one of the attacks gets it.
Yeah, I just can't remember if it. It doesn't matter.
I think it's per turn.
And
Right, there we go. 19. So 15 hits. Yeah. No, 19 hits for 15 damage plus 6. So yeah.
Yep. And I'll attack
So
again.
21 damage. Which one was that on?
The one in front of Aza.
Okay. So yeah, you hit this one with a massive bolt, and it is looking very bad.
And I will attack him again.
Mm-hmm. Fisty step.
Here we go with sharpshooter. Wish me luck.
Roll them bones. Ooh.
Oh, so much damage.
You obliterate this one. Yeah, it is
Holy
gone.
shit.
Yeah, you split this guy in twain. He is gone.
Crit. Sharpshooter.
And I'll just look at the crossbow like, what the fuck?
I guess it had been saving all its energy from the previous round for this one time.
Yeah. Just cultivating mass. And I am good.
Yeah. So over to Azza.
Great shot. Amazing work. Now I can get around. I shove my back up against the wall. And, well, I assume Chadwick is on the ground, so I feel free to swing my swords wide to catch this bug between my blade and the wall.
Go for it.
What button should I press to have advantage on attack?
Alt.
Alt. There we go.
Yeah, control is disadvantage, I believe. Alright,
It's
20.
called where you get big.
What about getting big?
Huh?
What's the rune called where you get big?
It's not a rune, it's a giant smite, it's a feature.
20 hits for 12 slashing.
Yeah, that one's a core feature.
For some reason it's not showing that. Oh, there it is. It's just below the runes.
Okay. Oh wait, Azza, you started your turn near it, didn't you?
I did.
Within 10 feet.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes, let's see if I kept the advantage, and if not, I believe my lowest roll was a 12.
So
Alright,
you
I would
failed,
be frightened.
so a 12 does not
I think
hit,
I'd go from a...
unfortunately.
No, I meant a roll of 12, which would become a 17.
Oh, that hits still then. Okay. Alright.
Rolo,
I think it was.
Just so you know, Rolo, it is on each of your turns, so if you were to do it with an attack of opportunity, you can also add the 1d6 damage to it.
Yep.
Okay, Salam, your turn.
Okay. Oh, I got this tasty little guy in front of me. Does he look hurt?
He's got a cut from where Azza just cut him.
Okay.
Wisdom save.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't need it. We're not afraid of these anymore.
He is not afraid.
See? Told you.
And then... I mean, there's really no point in putting spiritual weapon out. This is going to be over. I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds at 2nd level.
Ooh, big spells. 20 hits.
Let me do that again in case I crit. Oh, 213s, cool.
15 damage. Yeah.
No, the first damage roll was 20.
Wasn't that a 20 to hit?
Was it?
Yeah, that was an attack 20 to hit, so 15.
Why did it roll the damage on the second one, but not the first one? That's really fucking weird.
I don't know, because I saw the dice.
Either way, I get an extra d10 because I upcasted it.
Yeah, so roll a d10.
Oh, fuck you. 19. That's how much I did with my fucking first level one.
Okay. So yeah, again, you kind of plant your hands upon this creature and you kind of just pump it full of the necrotic energies, and the welts, the cuts, the bruises, the abrasions suddenly just appear, and it starts like just writhing in agony as it kind of bleeds all over the place.
Hate doing less than half the max total damage.
Okay, Kane, your turn if Salam is done.
Yeah, I mean, what else could I do?
Firebolt.
Old Faithful. It misses.
Not Old Faithful.
Okay, this Meanlock gets a swing. Who hit it last? Salam.
Oh, right down the crit.
Oh, aim for me!
It misses. Over to Rollo. Oh god.
Yes.
Oh no.
What happened?
It went to the Rollo that is somewhere in the ether.
In hell.
Yeah, and I deleted you off the turn order for some reason. It's fine. You were like...
Oh, I'm feared.
You got like a 1 or something.
Oh, I don't know why I rolled.
So yeah, you're not feared? Oh no, you are feared, yeah.
Yeah, I am feared. Yeah, I don't know why I rolled an initiative.
It's your new token. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
Fuck, I wish I had my my channel divinity so I could get rid of all your guys' frightened conditions.
That would have been ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shakingly gripping my crossbow will fire at it. And that is holding control to attack with disadvantage?
Indeedy. $18 hits. 5 damage. Yeah, you slam a bolt into this creature. It's still standing. An additional 4 damage.
Additional die 4, yeah. Come on, baby. Fuck.
10 misses. Okay, this creature is not looking good, but it is still alive. So we go over to Azza.
Yeah.
I wish to strike this creature again.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom
Wisdom save shit.
I'm gonna use that feature where we can give people advantage and give it to Azza for his attack.
Okay. Well, he's feared, so...
Never mind.
No.
That was something else.
Yeah, that was my silvery barbs that I gave it to you for.
Okay, so
well, you can use it on whatever you want. You can use it on the wisdom saving throw or the attack. It's up to you.
So let's say you failed the wisdom, using it on the attack, so the 18 hits.
Yep, I agree with that.
Alright,
and
so
I do 8 points.
Damage.
I'm just glad to be involved.
It is holding on to life by the skin of its mandible. It is looking very bad for this creature.
That was kind of a rough damage roll for you, huh?
Yeah, well, it happens.
It happens. So if
I'm just glad to hit.
Yeah, you hit it. Yeah. So if that's everything, Salam, your turn. Wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, you pass. You are fearless.
Get some.
Ooh, you missed that one. So yeah, 22 hits.
Dodge the 1.
Can you do more than 1 damage?
God.
Yeah, you finish this guy off. Yeah. You swing your flail and you catch it in the sides and it just folds and hits the floor dead. And then we will end combat there. Yeah, so you're kind of just in this kind of narrow space here. Chadwick kind of just heaving heavily and just bound and on the floor and looking very beat up.
Right, I take a knife and cut his bindings.
Yeah, you cut him free. He kind of
I'll level my crossbow at him, and does he look well?
He looks very unwell, but he doesn't look like them. So he kind of rubs his like his wrists and ankles and kind of feebly tries to stand up, but he's kind of like swaying on the spot.
Rolo, I don't see chitin on him.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Chadwick.
Wow.
Alright. We've rescued our comrade, but we still have a job to do. There could be more of them out there.
Not
8.
Great, but 8 healing.
He appreciates this. You kind of flood him with some kind of bolstering energy, and you see some of his kind of fatigue fade, but he has still got lines on his face and a very dark look about him, and he is very quiet, but he kind of nods in thanks.
Is there charm and frighten effects from you gone, Chadwick? I did my best to try to get rid of it with a protection spell.
I felt your magics, but the onslaught of my mind, I do not know if I will ever get over such a thing. It felt days.
Well, you weren't even gone for a single day. Do you have any idea what the like source of the actual effect was? Was it a poison? Was it within your mind?
It was all within my mind, just taunts, onslaughts, fatigue. I'm exhausted. My mind is like jelly.
They've been
can hardly
speaking to our
think.
minds for a while now. It's some sort of psionic attack then?
I must be, but I don't look like them. I feel exhausted and drained, but different? I do not know.
We got here in time. You just need rest and a warm drink.
That sounds good.
And
have you
probably some
learned
therapy.
anything? Have you learned anything of them?
I learned only that these creatures deserve nothing but damnation.
Well, we certainly haven't been sparing any.
No, they deserve death and pain.
Once we are able to take a proper rest, I might be able to cast a restoration spell on you that might do something for your condition. I'm not sure, but that's really the best I can do. I have another spell that can calm your emotions, but it only lasts for a minute, and once that minute runs out, any suppressed effects come back. So I think that would just be like a temporary ceasefire type thing.
I do not know about...
Chadwick just needs a cup of whiskey and he'll be fine.
The whiskey sounds good, but restoration I'm sure would be good, but calm emotions, I'm not emotional, I am just tired, so very, very tired.
Have you come to understand anything about their system? Do they have leaders? Is there a way to stop them, to send their asses back home?
I believe only death will rid them, but there are more, I'm sure. I don't know how many you fought on the way, but I have seen numerous ones.
Dozens. We slaughtered dozens.
I think we've killed 8.
8.
Were there 2 or 3 in the mansion? I'm afraid I have forgotten.
There was 3.
3 in the mansion.
Then 8.
Well, I mean, our job here was to eradicate the evil that plagues this place so that this mine could prosper once again and this town could rebuild and restore itself. So I don't think our work is done here yet.
I felt them trying to change me, making me one of them, so yes, we cannot leave even one alive.
I agree.
Unfortunately for them, you're one of us.
Yes.
Give me
It's
a
been
moment.
a long road.
You sound different, Rolo.
Rolo will look down at Salam. I'm not sure what you speak of.
I'd like
Maybe
to.
it's just my imagination. Who knows?
I would like to take a few minutes to review the book we received from Lucas. I just want to see how many anecdotal stories of disappearances there are. And I figured this should let us know what's the minimum number.
Yeah, it was a small, very small town, but a few of them left, a few of them disappeared, so maybe half of a small town.
That could be a lot of meme locks still. Because there's obviously at least one that started it, and then everyone that they changed. And I doubt it's the minimum.
It's been a long time, and you have seen evidence of other people coming here, like the cart. So perhaps they took some down, or perhaps they just added to the numbers. You're not sure.
We should try to find wherever this rift could be and try to close it.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah.
I haven't the vaguest idea of what magics would close a rift.
It
But I will.
It sure would be helpful if we had a little bit more expertise so that I could ascend to the 3rd level of casting of spells from my goddess Loon. I think that would really help us close any sort of gates or portals, but alas, we are not there yet.
Based on your research, yeah, there must be a portal to the Feywild here. Okay, Kane, where are you going? Um, so there must be a portal to the Feywild within close distance of here. Yeah.
Would
You kind of cut off
you
there.
know? Would I, having been through a portal to the Feywild and having been back through one, would I have any sort of knowledge as to kind of what that entails at all?
If you see or get close to it, you will probably sense the energies of it and be able to find or kind of track it to the source. So yeah, I'll be keeping that in mind. Yeah.
And so when I was with the Fae, the Moon Dryads, they explained to me a lot of the histories of the Fae and how there are like the Seelie and the Unseelie, like the light and the dark, the good and the bad. And I'm guessing that these creatures fall under the bad Fae.
That would be a safe bet since they are spawned from the feeling of fear.
Yeah, so I would guess that their portal would take them to a dark place within the Feywild.
Possibly.
Which would make me less likely to want to go into it and disappear forever.
Yeah.
Not even just like dip your toe in it?
I'm not a massive expert on the Feywild, but I'll take your kind of word on that. So yeah, it's likely that it would be connected to a dark place, but you know, you could get through that dark place if you wanted to kind of get back to where you were, perhaps.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll see.
Dangerous
We'll
trek.
see. Yeah.
I wonder, the ones that came to us through the shadows after I lit that torch, in my infinite wisdom, do you think that they were just the ones already here, not ones that crossed over after I lit the torch? I'm trying to get at maybe we could set some sort of trap, create a source of light, create shadows in a favorable position for us, lure them out, and fucking squash them.
Well, I think that might not be a bad idea, and also fear draws them in, and I'm sure that nobody would be better at being fearful of these things than Chadwick, experiencing what he just experienced. So maybe we could use his fear plus the lights to draw them in.
Look at this guy. You're not using him as bait. He's barely standing.
I'm not using him as bait. We're all gonna be there. It's not like we're all gonna be surrounding him in this scenario. It's not like we're gonna leave him out by himself to, be the sacrificial lamb.
Chadwick is kind of looking at this conversation with fear, and it's only a little bit of fear, but only because he's so tired he can't kind of put that across. He is mentally and physically exhausted.
I mean, Azza, you should know this, being a monster fighter. You have to use every, tool in your belt and everything at your disposal to triumph sometimes, even if it doesn't feel the best or it's something that you would normally not do under normal circumstances. And that's just kind of the position that we're in. We have to get creative and use every tool that we have. And I feel like you should be able to appreciate that.
I haven't given up on my... I haven't given up on what makes me human yet. I don't believe in choosing the lesser evils.
So Chadwick is gonna pipe up and say, I understand that you would be around when this plan would come about, but they would still make a beeline for me, and I don't know if I could take much more. So if you want to kind of convince Chadwick to take part in this, it will be a pretty hefty persuasion roll.
I mean, Chadwick, how would they even beeline for you if we were in the middle of you? Or if you were in the middle of us, like we would be
that makes more
protecting you.
sense. I suppose, but I don't know. I can't think.
Ozza, if you could, would you be the fear bait?
Yes. I am heavily armored. I am born to fight.
You think you could,
And yes, I am fucking scared.
Yeah, you could like tap into like a memory that you could tell us about, and then
we could
like
spew insults at him,
Mm.
and really break down his emotional barrier. And also, I don't know if Salam could like ring a spell to juice it. You know what I mean?
Can you reverse cast calm emotion to enrage emotions?
Like fear emotion? I don't know.
Yeah.
And Ozza, I don't really appreciate your comment of, becoming less human or doing something evil, because I wasn't suggesting anything of the sort. I wasn't suggesting anything evil or doing anything that would cause you to lose your humanity. So I'm not quite sure where that comment comes from. Maybe you need to have a different perspective on things.
So
it's a cold suggestion to put a man who is as ragged as Chadwick at the moment in danger.
Mm.
We have struggled against these creatures, and I cannot guarantee his safety even if we surrounded him.
Did I say that we were going to do it with him in his current state?
Then what were you implying?
That we rest and get to full strength and then take on the rest of these things.
Last time we rested, we lost him. I mean, if you mean a long rest.
Well, one thing's for certain is that even if we rest, we're not protected, as they try to attack our mines last time when we rested. These creatures have, from what we've seen, they could come in and out as they please. The best thing we could do is push forward together as a single unit.
I mean, if we, in this little nook that we're in, if we set up torches in such a way that they were shining from every angle, there would be no shadows within where we are, thus giving them no chance to teleport in and teleport away, taking one of our own. So if they were to try to interrupt our rest, it would have to be a full frontal assault, in which case we would be in the same position where we are at now, which is being highly depleted in resources and health and everything, trying to take out the rest of these very strong creatures. I mean, Chadwick, how many more did you say that you saw?
Yeah, I do not know how many there are, I'm afraid.
But there were quite a few more, weren't there?
Yes, they came and went, and there was always at least maybe 3 or 2, I don't know, 4 attacking my mind at once. It was horrifying.
I think my biggest concern is that since we don't actually have a number, that even if we do draw a trap, what if their numbers are overwhelming? It was probably better to try to find the rift and close it than to attack an entire army.
Or two. They are separated at the moment. It'd be better if we brought the fight to them, in that case. Took them off in 2s and 3s.
Chad
as a single horde.
Pipe up and say,
how do we
seemed...
even know that they're separated at the moment? There might be a huge gathering of them somewhere.
We don't, but we have seen them approach us in groups. It's not a guarantee, but it is what we've seen.
Man,
2 here,
seem pretty
3 there.
disorganized.
So Chadwick's going to pipe and say, they seem so hell bent on turning me that this seems to be their way to grow in numbers. I do not know, though. They seem to depend on turning those they come across into their own to bolster, rather than finding more from whatever hellhole they came from.
So
Yeah,
you're
that
implying
makes
that they at least will try to take us alive, including you.
Yeah,
They could.
if possible, I suppose.
Well,
I don't know how good of an idea it is to try and rest in their lair.
And I'll be honest now, you guys. Up until this point, I have trusted all of you fully to have my back and do whatever it takes to ensure that we stay alive. But after Az's comments, I don't think he has what it takes to stay alive if something goes against his precious principles.
Wow.
I think he would rather die than maybe do something that he perceives as a little bit wrong, and that makes me extremely nervous having him at my back.
That's a lot of shade.
I guess then I'll
Not
lead the
shade,
way.
that's just truth.
I guess I'll lead the way then.
So yeah, so we'll kind of conclude things here, but basically, yeah, you could try and persuade Chadwick to kind of be a source of fear to draw them, or one of you could kind of tap into like a core memory from your past that will bring up a sense of fear that might also attract them to you. So you could try it here, or go to another space if you wanted a more open area to fight. But yeah, you kind of like you do know that these things have been fighting in groups, and they may have made bad decisions, but they do have some amount of intelligence about them, so they're not going to be just mindless beasts that will go towards the slaughter. If they feel that perhaps they're in a bad position, they might readdress things. So yeah, that's kind of where we stand here, and yeah, we can kind of pick up next week and see what we will do to try and vanquish the rest of these creatures from this area, so the mining can continue and you can fulfill this this favor on behalf of Candlekeep to the whatever mining company it is that has called in this favor.
Probably something.
Sweet, dope session, guys. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, sorry I was late.
Yeah, no worries,
sorry,
no
I
worries.
was late too, guys. I really apologize for that.
It's good, yeah. We've kind of delved into here. We've found Chadwick, and yeah, these guys aren't to be trifled with. But yeah, it's kind of maybe just one last push, but there's still a few places in this cave that you haven't looked at. So yeah, we'll see what happens next
Character
week.
development at the end.
Yeah, that's great. So yeah, thanks for playing, guys. You guys are good players, yeah. And yeah,
Thank
hopefully.
you for DMing.
Yeah.
Just
Kind of.
for DMing,
Thanks for the
I
show.
do know.
Thanks
I
for
do
the
know.
game.
I kind of pushed it a bit with the limited vision in here, but yeah, kind of wanting to keep a bit of like eeriness and unknownness about it. So yeah. Thanks
I mean,
for
with
letting
all the
me have
corners, I
that.
don't even know how much it would help.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, everything's a turn.
Yeah.
Very true. But yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm enjoying this, and there's
Same.
a lot of good mysteries to come, especially the next one. It looks really fun. So yeah, we'll hopefully get onto that. But I was looking into things, and like the next, it's like a mini mystery. So that one is also going to be at 4th level. So I'm kind of
Gotcha.
breaking the promise of 1 level per mystery there. But yeah, I think it's just
Wait.
this one.
We're
So-
not going to level after this mystery.
Unfortunately, no, but the next one is kind of a mini
What?
mystery. But yeah, it's
Oh,
fine.
This is a huge mystery, man.
This one is, but the next one is kind of a mini mystery, so yeah, it'll be fine. Don't
yeah,
worry
well,
about it.
We are
A
leveling
mini-
so fucking slow, man.
Not as
That's
slow as
amazing.
level 1 to 2. That was slow. Or was it 2 to 3?
1 to 2 and 2 to 3 were both extremely slow.
Yeah.
If
Well,
I'd say a mini story.
in ministry, yes.
God.
In ministry of sus.
Alright, GG's, boys. I gotta
Yeah,
dip.
thanks for playing. Yeah, take care. Anyone got anything to shout out?
Oh, not this time.
Not this time. All right. Yeah.
I can't believe we're not leveling to 5 after this.
We'll see. I could
That-
maybe boost things
That
up for the
bums
next
me out
one.
harder than fucking getting crit.
All right. Well, maybe I'll readdress things in the mystery, but it's less. There's some combat, but it's less combat based, so that's why it's kind of on that kind of same level. But I don't want to give too much away. But yeah,
GG's. If we stay
Yeah.
4th for another year, I'm good.
another year. We'll see. I have no idea how long this campaign's gonna last. It seems to come and go in spurts with progress. So we'll see. But yeah, thanks for playing and thanks for watching. Yeah, hopefully you'll join us next week, next Tuesday, and on Sunday for the Dragon Heist campaign I do, where I'm a player. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you stay safe and stay happy and stay well. So yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.
Next
Excellent.
time, everybody.
Peace.
Thanks for the
Peace.
session.